One Zambia, one nation. Good evening and welcome to tonight's edition of Zanis News. I'm your presenter, Mwangala Kapandola. We take a look at the stories making headlines. Over 200 newly recruited teachers report for duty in Shiwangandu district. 30 million United States dollars released for Kafulafuta Dam project. Chisamba district records cases of CBPP. And Nchanga Rangers signs former Malambo United midfielder David Njovo. We now have the news in detail with our first item from Muchinga province, where over 200 newly recruited teachers in Shiwangandu district have reported for duty at their respective schools. Shiwangandu District Education Board Secretary Kalale Katele has described the deployment process as smooth and encouraging to the education fraternity. Pamela Inambao brought us this report.
Out of a total number of 341 teachers that were recruited under Shiwangandu district in the 2022 teacher recruitment, over 200 have since reported to their respective schools. A check by Zanis in the central business of Shiwangandu found some teachers by the bus station waiting for transport to ferry them to their respective posts.
As you can see, I'm going to my school where I've been posted. Yeah, like I said, I'm so happy. I've been posted to Chiwesakunda. I'm so happy, and I've been put on payroll, and I'm ready to deliver my services.
I'm lucky, of course, I'm at Shiwangandu Secondary School, and I would like to thank the government, the current government, on what they've done. We are very much ready to go and teach, imparting knowledge and skills into learners.
And Shiwangandu District Education Board Secretary Kalale Katele has confirmed that over 200 teachers have since reported to their various schools.
For us, an exciting day. We've opened the schools. Exciting also in the sense that this is the day when we are deploying the new teachers that have been recruited. For Shiwangandu, we recruited 341, that's 341 teachers.
Meanwhile, the Basic Education Teachers Union Betu's District Secretary Kelvin Chela has urged the new teachers to remain committed to duty.
As a union, we are very happy to witness the teachers who are being dispatched today to different schools. To our teachers who have actually been employed in Shiwangandu, we are encouraging them to go and work hard to ensure that each and every child is attended to.
Pamela Inambao reporting for Zanis in Shiwangandu District, Muchinga Province.
And in Luapula Province, most of the new teachers sent to Mansa District have reported for duty. Mansa Mayor Njiko Musuku and Mansa District Education Board Secretary Irene Chikoti have confirmed the development following a physical head count of new teachers in selected schools. Godfrey Chikumbi has the details in the following report.
Different household goods belonging to the new teachers, ready to report for duty. And so it saw systems go for these teachers who are part of the over 30,000 recently hired by government. The Mansa District Education Board Secretary Deb's office has been a hive of activity as a point of departure for the over 380 teachers sent to Mansa District. Patricia Chansa has been deployed to James Secondary School, and so are Kenneth Kalunga and Augustino Ponde.
No, I'm very ready. Actually, I've been ready even before the whole process started. So, can't wait. We are well trained and we are geared to work.
I will do my level best to make sure that the standards of learning for the children in James are well improved.
You can say my vote paid off.
Yes, I work.
Yeah. That's what I did. Because I have like 0.4.
Mansa Mayor Njiko Msuku and Mansa Deb's Irene Chikoti are impressed with the rate of reporting. Some schools were also sampled to conduct a physical head count of the new teachers. At Mantumbusa Primary School, all the 3 teachers sent here were found working, while their Musenga Primary School counterparts were also present.
We'd like to commend government for employing teachers. In order to mitigate the impact of the free education policy, teachers need to be adequate enough to reduce the teacher-pupil ratio. And that also we, as civic leaders in the district, the two members of parliament, we have a strategic policy, a goal to ensure that we provide adequate infrastructure.
Before this allocation, I think we had about 500, that is shortfalls. And thank God, we've been given about 387, that is teachers, which is a plus to us, that is as Masa district.
The mayor has also inspected a 1x3 classroom block at Musenga Primary School, a Constituency Development Fund CDF project. For Zanis TV, Godfrey Chikumbi reporting in Mansa.
And in our business segment tonight, Choma Chamber of Commerce has commended government for the continued appreciation of the kwacha as well as the reduction in the fuel pump price. Chamber President Evans Chisenga says if the fuel price drops further while the kwacha continues to appreciate, many local businesses will improve. Kostak Modenda filed in this report.
The recent reduction in fuel price, coupled with the appreciation of kwacha against the United States dollar, has elated the business community in Choma, as it is expected to reduce the cost of doing business in the country.
You know, the cost of fuel has gone down, meaning it's going to have a spiral effect to the ordinary Zambians. And the appreciation of the dollar, it's having a spiral effect on the other products as well. Because already cement, the price of cement so far, has gone down by 5 kwacha.
The cost of doing business is really reducing, and if things keep on going like this, the businessmen and even citizens are going to benefit, because spending is not as the way it used to be in the past few months.
Others have mixed feelings.
But as for big people, big businesses who had all the stocks, like in my case now, as for now, I'm in big loss. It means that I'll be forced to cut off maybe some 100 kwacha, 80 kwacha from the man I used to sell, just to make the move.
For Choma Chamber of Commerce, this is a sign of better things to come.
This is what we expected following the inaugural speech by His Excellency Mr. Hagan in the H&M. He gave the policy direction which we've been following keenly, and these things are unfolding positively, which has made the private sector happy in that we've started seeing the kwacha appreciating, meaning imported commodities should start reducing in terms of prices. It may not be immediately, but soon that is what we foresee.
Costa Kimdenda, Zanis, in Choma District, Southern Province.
Government has released 30 million United States dollars to complete the Kafulafuta Dam water supply project on the Copperbelt province. The project is meant to enhance water supply in Ndola, Mpongwe, Masaiti and Luansha districts. More in this report.
Loines Mwambi's home is just about 500 meters away from Kafulafuta Dam. She is eager to see this 450 million United States dollar water project being completed so that she and other residents of Kuboko village in Masaiti district can have access to clean tapped water. Since 1975, this well has been the only source of water for the people of Kuboko village and other surrounding areas. It is unfortunately drying up, and the search for water in the community continues.
Okiri okusanga menshi awe ma kunwa ino myaka twakwata ko bukatasho pantu ya tampo kushira amarinzi ali apanshi alitobaikire mulandu wako achi yakokola so mwanji nifya kukatasha ku menshi kikulu ikituli nacho koti mupunda uno umomuli Kafulafuta damu umushi waba kuboko tulina ekyakukata kyakumenshi mwane koti buteeko munga tuloleshapo pakuti kafulafuta damu iri mu mushimwako
shika ya meshi watu ngambia mundirai yalapo wasotura no fya afiko so twatutera pakora chibatule kwa damu pepe kutulenwa kwa akili mtu akwata kutuma pompi pano tule sura tulenwa kwa akili pano tulashuka kumenshi.
The Kafulafuta Dam Water Project started in August 2018 and was scheduled for completion in 2021, but had stalled due to erratic funding. Government, through the approved 2022 supplementary budget, has put aside $30 million to complete the 10% of the remaining works.
Which is way over 89% completion. That is including the construction of the dam and the network. So we have very little to do. Over $380.8 million worth of works have already been done on the Kafulafuta works. So this year alone, we are putting about $30 million into the Kafulafuta Water Project under the recently approved supplementary budget. So we'll be able to finance that, and we are hoping, all things being equal, we should go towards the end of the year finishing off that project. So once again the Kafulafuta Water Project is completed, we are going to see improved water supply in the various districts under which this project covers.
Frank Chingambu reporting from Copperbelt Province. Zanis News.
Zanis News continues. A young entrepreneur in Mufulira district on the Copperbelt province who is recycling waste to make charcoal briquettes is optimistic that this venture can reduce youth unemployment. Collins Simfokwe, who has employed over 20 youths, says he has a readily available market for charcoal briquettes both locally and internationally, but is unable to meet the demand due to limited capital. Rachel Chisulo has more in this report.
A young entrepreneur in Copperbelt Mufulira district who is using bar waste to manufacture charcoal briquettes has appealed to government and other stakeholders for support, saying with funding his business will employ many youths in the district. Mr. Collins Simfukwe, who by December 2021 had employed over 20 youths, says he has had business opportunities to export his product to the Democratic Republic of Congo and Egypt, but is unable to do so due to limited capital. Mr. Simfukwe, who says most of his customers are from outside Mufulira, says lack of capital to operate at commercial level has forced him to let go of his employees, remaining with only 3.
We need a large scale place where to operate these things. Also, the equipment are not updated to the current technology. We don't have enough financial capacity to hand over the operation costs, like sending the blocks outside the markets. So it has become very difficult for us.
But Mufulira Mayor Tanaeli Kamanga has assured that the local authority will partner with the entrepreneur on his project, as it has potential to benefit the entire district.
In our full council, we did resolve that we'll find him land in Mitundu ward. We are talking about solid waste management that will be able to help us also come out with the data that we have, I think, in our district.
Rachel Chisulo, reporting for Zanis in Mufulira.
Thank you, Rachel, for that interesting report. We continue with the news. Government has allocated 600 beneficiaries for the wetland cropping program under the Food Security Pack FSP for Chavuma district in the 2022-2023 farming season. District Commissioner Geoffrey Kasonda says the program is aimed at enhancing food security in communities. Josephine Banda brings us the details.
The support and implementation of the wetland cropping sub-program under the Food Security Pack was halted in 2012. However, with the coming of the new Dawn government, the program has resumed, benefiting 600 poor and vulnerable but viable farmers in Chavuma district.
The Ministry of Community Development and Social Service has been implementing the only two sub-programs of food security park, namely rain-fed cropping and alternative livelihood. I'm reliably informed that the Ministry of Community Development and Social Services halted the supporting and the implementation of the wetland cropping sub-program under the Food Security Pact in 2012. But with the coming of the new Dawn government, under the leadership of His Able Excellency President Hakainde Hichilema, has with immediate effect resumed the supporting and implementation of the wetland cropping sub-program in the 2022 farming season in our country, and is being rolled out in the 2050 district, which Chavuma district is included.
The Department of Community Development has commenced the distribution of the FSP.
Today officially flag off the distribution of wetland input in Chavuma.
Beneficiaries are grateful for government to reintroduce the program.
President yetu Mr. akutuhana mbuto inai hasa kutuwa muni mnama vitamini mesoka yetu kufuako ko muli vya kuhaisa kumishiba tunahani mwane kusakuli ya chukuma kuno kuchavu na wilo mwane tunahani kusakuli ya hali mbuto yose na mbuto na wilo tunahani kusakuli ya kutuanu kako mbuto napuna kuyanda kalunga mwane amulame kalunga muhake kama kumbi atualilileho na milimo muno muuzambia
wapangu njimo wa matema so muna kusakuli yako bakusakuli ya kuimana kwa kwetu fulumende
The distribution of farming inputs being implemented by the Department of Community Development under the Food Security Pact program is meant to reduce poverty and increase food security in the district. Josephine Banda reporting for Zanis, Chavuma district in Northwestern Province.
A 34-year-old man of Shiwangandu district in Muchinga province has allegedly been murdered by his wife following a marital dispute. A misunderstanding is believed to have ensued over a broken metallic bucket. Deputy Police Commanding Officer Laki Munkondia says the murder occurred on Sunday, September 4th, 2022 between 17 hours and 19 hours at Charles Harvey Farms in Chief Mukikile's area. Ms. Munkondia says the incident happened when Lillian Mwape, 27, was trying to find out from her husband who broke the metallic bucket which was used for boiling water. The Deputy Police Commanding Officer adds that it was during the fight that Lillian hit her husband with an unknown object, resulting in him sustaining a deep cut in the head as well as a cut on the forehead and right eye. Lillian remains in police custody while the body of the deceased is lying at Matumbo Rural Health Center mortuary awaiting postmortem and burial. Chisamba District Fisheries and Livestock Department has heightened surveillance following suspected cases of the contagious bovine pleural pneumonia (CBPP) at Huntley Feedlot. District Fisheries and Livestock Coordinator Magula Chikondo says the department has collected samples from the feedlot with 37 out of the 40 animals testing positive. Mr. Chikondo says the department is assessing animals in the neighboring farms to establish the possibility of the disease spread.
With this ban that have been put in place by the government, it's there to help them. If they move the animals around, they risk contracting this disease, which is capable of wiping out the animals. And also in case the animals are ill, they will help with the spread of this disease to other areas where the disease may not have reached yet. So we wish to request traditionally.
Also in the news tonight, authorities in Kaputa district in Northern Province are happy with the positive response from residents in the ongoing National Census of Population and Housing exercise. Kaputa District Commissioner Cosmas Mwaya, who monitored various enumeration areas in the district, observes that the exercise has continued to make progress. Details in this report.
Zambia is currently conducting the census of population and housing. The exercise, which is aimed at providing government with information on the population size and livelihoods of its citizens, is in full swing in Kaputa District. Kaputa District Commissioner Cosmas Mwaya took time to monitor the progress being made by the enumerators.
Ulaleta iyi programu ya kuishiba kusha abantu abali mu kyalo bali banga. Ere nomba twala bapekanisha shani ya masukuru yabo ngo tupatalo kwa kutira bale twala abana nga cyawutira bamfo kulwala. Nga utuma police post kwa kwatirimbinga kwa benturu bundi kuti abantu baya bachingira ko kumusha musango fidia. So if fiance ubuteko bulabika mu plan. So irintu mule monaba baleisa muno. Baiba twishiwe bushe mwikerepo banga pano. Bushe fite kwa finga mukwetepo. Bushe fi kwa twanshi fimbi fyo muri nafyo munganda. Mwaba pere yo information. Iyo information nga yaperwa nomberi yo buteko bwaye bati okay. Bushe bya na Zambia tuli na banga. Ngaba kwete tukoko, bakwete nkumba, bakwete mbushi, bali banga.
And stakeholders have embraced the census exercise, saying it will eventually add value to the country.
Uteko pote bulete ko chikupenda kwa abantu kuishiba impendo bakwete mu cyaro cya Zambia no kuishiba ubwafuirisho benga kwata pali yo mpendo abakwete no kuishiba ng'abantu bandi nango abantu nasunga mu cyaro cyandi finshi ifyo bakabira nango finshi finga kabirwa katwaishibe fyo bale kwata nga fite kwa nshibali baba kwata nga ninkoko nga nimbushi nga ningombe o bambi bulimi ebo bayikaliramo ngomba pa ninkwate impendwa ngabo abantu kuti abafuasha.
Raymond Chalata reporting for Zanis in Kaputa District, Northern Province.
And in Muchinga Province, a 42-year-old man of Mansha area in Kanchibia District is on the run after he allegedly set ablaze a house belonging to his former wife. The incident that happened yesterday around 15 hours was confirmed by Kanchibia District Commissioner Crispin Chilekwa and Mansha Ward Councillor Marvin Walia. The suspect, identified as Wupe Sichula, allegedly set ablaze a house belonging to his former wife, Mavis Chilofia, aged 33, after a failed reconciliation of their marriage. The DC explains that Miss Chilofia divorced Mr. Sichula more than a year ago, but Mr. Sichula refused to accept the situation, hence his actions. The DC said the constant refusal by his former wife to reconcile agitated Mr. Sichula, who then decided to set his wife's house ablaze using a matchstick and ran away. Gender Division Permanent Secretary Mainga Kabika has emphasized the need to enhance efforts aimed at ending child marriages in rural communities. The Permanent Secretary has called on stakeholder collaboration as the government strives to provide girls with employment-oriented education. Details in this report.
A lot of young girls in Zambia face several barriers to entering the labor market, because their entry is delayed due to early and frequent childbearing. This is the reason Office of the President, Gender Division, Permanent Secretary Mainga Kabika has visited the Barros Royal Establishment, BRE, to encourage it to provide girls with vocational skills and not marriage rituals. Ms. Kabika informed the BRE that the division is conducting cultural resetting on negative traditional social norms and practices that perpetuate GBV and child marriages.
We have basically come to see and discuss with you how we can work together on issues to do with ending child marriage and gender-based violence as well as women empowerment. Basically, we cannot run this program without the involvement of all the chiefdoms around the country. So it's for this reason that we have come to approach your chiefdom so that we work together on ending child marriage and women empowerment.
Here, BRE Ngambela, Prime Minister Manyondo Mukela assured Ms. Kabika of the BRE's support.
And also gender-based violence. This is one topic
that we don't leave out when we discuss with people. Because we have noticed that this problem is creating instability in the homes. And we know that stable homes make a stable nation.
We are the future leaders.
For sure, young girls are the future leaders, and all they are asking for is support and hope. Pethiasi Mutale for Zanis News in Lialui, Mongo, Western Province.
In our sports segment tonight, Brave Nchanga Rangers has with immediate effect signed former Malambo midfielder David Njovu on a permanent deal. The 21-year-old midfielder, nicknamed Zida, has signed a 4-year deal with Chingola-based Super League outfit. Zanis sports reporter Sylvester Chishimba reports that Njovu was one of the young talented attacking midfielders in Eastern Province who helped Malambo United stand a chance in the Football Association of Zambia FAR's Eastern Province Division 1 in the 2020-2021 season. The management team has disclosed that Njovu, who started his football career at an academy called Mfuwe Junior Soccer League, will be greatly missed by the Valley Boys. As we end the news, a recap of the headlines. Over 200 newly recruited teachers report for duty in Shiwangandu. $30 million United States dollars released for Kafulafuta Dam project. Chisamba district records cases of CBPP. Nchanga Rangers signs former Malambo United midfielder David Njovu. That's all we had for you in tonight's news. Join us for more news next time. On behalf of the production team, this has been Mwangala Kapandola saying bye-bye and God bless.